Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. In this video, we're going to talk about the present perfect. Now, there are two parts for this lesson. So, in this video, we're going to cover part one, and then there's going to be another video for part two, which is going to be taken in another class. But anyway, in your textbooks, you can find this lesson on page 35 and page 37. All right, so let's begin. So, present perfect. In the first part, we're going to talk about the affirmative form and the negative form of the present perfect. So first, let's begin with the rule. So the rule for present perfect is simple. So we just need verb to have, right? But it's either has to be has or have, depending on the subject. Remember, subject-verb agreement, plus past participle, or in other words, we call it verb 3, right? So this is the rule, very simple. Now, let's move to the affirmative sentence. So the affirmative means the positive sentence. It's positive, right? There's no negative in it. It's not a question. It's an affirmative sentence. It's positive. So as you can see in the examples here, we have, I have been to London twice. We have already packed our bags. He has just bought his bike. So as you can see, all of them are positive sentences. Now, the negative sentence, well, it has to be negative. And we usually see the word not in negative sentences. But if you look at the first one here, we have, she has never been to Europe. This is considered a negative sentence because we have the word never. Actually, the word never gives the sentence a negative meaning because when we say she has never been to Europe, this means that she has not been to Europe, not once, right? So this sentence is considered negative. But in the second and third sentence, we have not, right? And it's contracted here, مختصرة. So they haven't eaten meat before. I haven't studied anything yet. All right, now why do we use it? Why do we need this rule, the present perfect? What are the functions of the present perfect? Well, number one, we use it to describe actions which started in the past and continue into the present. As you can see in the example here, she has worked here since 2017, which means that she started working in 2017 and she still works in the same place in the present. The second function, life experiences. And usually here, time is not specified because the important thing is the experience itself, the action itself, not when it happened. So as you can see in the example here, I have been to London twice. Now, if you look at the word twice, remember, this word doesn't specify time. It actually specifies how many times I have been to Europe. Twice, right? So twice does not specify time. It only specifies frequency, how many times I have done this action. So be careful. Twice, the word once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, these do not specify times. These are just frequencies, how many times you have done something. All right, number 3, actions that happened in the past and we can see the results now. As you can see in the example here, look, I have painted the living room. Now the painting action is done. It's in the past, but we can still see the results because the paint is still fresh and it's new and it's still in the present. Okay, so what are the time expressions that we use with the present perfect? The first one is so far. I have finished studying chapter 1. So far I have finished studying chapter 1. So this is what I have done up until this moment, right? This is the first one. The second one, I have lived in this house since 1990, which means that I moved there in this year and I still live there. The third one is for, and we use it with the number of years. So for 8 years, for 5 years, for 2 years, for example, yeah. So for 8 years, I haven't smoked a single cigarette. Then we have the word never. She has never been to Europe. And the following one is usually used with questions. Have you ever been to Europe? The following one is already. We have already packed our bags. And finally, yet is always used with negative sentences or questions, but never with affirmative. So I haven't finished the movie yet. So this is the end of part 1. Thank you.